subject this week? What is it that needs attention brought to it? What needs to be healed? What wounding are there? What needs to be addressed? Let's find out. Spirit, universe, divine, God, Ra, spirit guides, spirit team, archangels, guardian angels. What is the subject for Thursday therapy this week? What is it that the majority of the collective needs to work on, identify, address, heal, etc.? Please make me a clear channel to relay any messages clearly and concisely for everyone to understand. Archangel Michael, place a hedge around me and the collective as I tap into this energy and do this reading. Please keep all negative energy and entities out of my energy and out of this reading, and cause all monitoring spirits to go blind and deaf. Ashe. So let's see, Spirit, what... That was real quick. So, someone in the collective is dealing with chronic stress and burnout. Not good. Very much not good. This will show up as a persistent fatigue, no matter how much you sleep. Persistent fatigue, emotional numbness, and a sense of being drained or overwhelmed by everyday tasks. As simple as brushing your teeth, it drains you. You're exhausted. You don't want to even do that. It may manifest as physical symptoms like headaches or insomnia, difficulty focusing, and a loss of motivation, often from prolonged pressure without adequate rest or recovery. So someone out there is a workaholic. That's what it sounds like to me, to be honest. It sounds like someone is a workaholic and you're overworking yourself, and you have chronic stress and fatigue and burnout because you don't get enough sleep. When you do sleep, because you're so backed up on rest that it's never enough. Okay? It's never enough sleep. It's never enough rest. You're so stressed out and burnt out that little simple things like washing a load of clothes, or if you're feminine, polishing your toenails, if you're a masculine, trimming your facial hair, if you have any, little simple shit that you need to do to take care of yourself. Self-care, self-love things you don't even have the energy for because you're so burnt out and so stressed out that those things even feel like a burden. This, if you are who I'm speaking to, if this is resonating with you and you are a workaholic, you're a workaholic because you have a need to heal an inferiority wound, okay? So at some point in your life, before I even read the card, this is what I'm getting. At some point in your life, whether it was in your childhood, during schooling, or whatever, people made you feel like you were inferior. This is what I'm getting. So some of you may have been bullied or picked on in school, called poor, broke, etc., because you didn't have certain clothes, certain shoes, and things of that sort, right? So other people, other kids made you feel like you were less than because you didn't have the latest whatever trend, whatever style, whatever the fuck. You didn't have it, okay? So these people, these kids, whoever made you feel like you were less than them, made you feel inferior to them. And because of this, you have developed some kind of mindset that makes you a workaholic. So like you constantly, especially if you have children of your own, you constantly go out of your way to bust your ass to make sure that your kids don't have the problem you had when you were in school, to make sure that your kids never get made fun of, to make sure that your kids are never made to feel inferior or bullied. You work your ass to the bone to give your kids everything you never had so they don't have to deal with that. If you do not have kids, you work your ass to the bone to make sure that you never have to feel inferior to anyone again. No one can say you don't have it. No one can say you ain't got it. That kind of energy, okay? I'm going to read the card now. A need to heal an inferiority wound will show up as feelings of inadequacy, self-doubt, or a constant need to prove oneself. This wound may manifest as a fear of failure, comparing oneself to others, or avoiding challenges due to the belief that you are not good enough or worthy of success. So this, like I said, you literally bust your ass to make sure that you are not inadequate, to make sure that you can show people you got it. Okay? That's why you're so burnt the fuck out. You turned yourself into a workaholic because of this inferiority wound, because of how you were treated in your past. Reactive abuse. Needing to heal from reactive abuse. This also, yeah, this was your reaction to the abuse, to the bullying, to the being made to feel inferior. Reactive abuse. Your reaction to the abuse was to become a workaholic, to make sure you never felt inadequate, to make sure no one could ever talk about you, to make sure no one could ever say you don't have it. Or your kids. Take it how it resonates. Needing to heal from reactive abuse will show up as responding to emotional or physical aggression with defensive or impulsive reactions, often as a result of prolonged mistreatment. It can manifest as guilt, confusion, or shame, as the individual may feel responsible for their actions while unaware of the toxic dynamic or dynamics at play. And it has become a toxic reaction for you because you're literally, I'm hearing, killing yourself to maintain some sense of superiority as far as your wealth, your money, your stability, your material. This is, damn. I'm also getting that even when I heard someone needs to take a vacation, someone needs to take a break, but I'm also getting that you have a problem with taking vacations and taking breaks because of your workaholic mindset. You feel guilty when you're not working or when you're not doing something. You feel guilty because you're not making money. And to you, not making money is the equivalent of being inferior. So you keep yourself in a cycle of stress and burnout because you don't take breaks, you don't take vacations, you don't rest enough because you don't want to be looked at as inferior, which is the reaction to the abuse and the bullying that you went through, which keeps you in this damn circle, this damn cycle. Because the reaction is to work, bust your ass. And you are afraid of resting because your psyche guilt trips you into believing you can't rest, because if you rest, people are going to look at you like you are nothing again. How do we get this person out of this energy, spirit? How do we heal this? How can the collective heal this? How do we get the collective out of this energy? How do we get the collective out of this cycle? How do we get the collective out of this cycle, spirit? How do we break this? My lip is itching. How do we kill this cycle? How do we break this cycle? What can the collective do to break this cycle? Feeling. You need to acknowledge the feelings. Acknowledge the wound, the feeling. Acknowledge the wounding. Okay. You're being asked to acknowledge the feelings that came from this abuse, the bullying, the being made inferior, you're being asked to acknowledge those feelings. You're burying them with work. It's time for you to actually go within and acknowledge how that abuse, how that treatment made you feel. Okay? This feeling card, these look like ears to me. Okay? This looks like an ear. This looks like an ear. It's time for you to listen to your feelings. The feelings that came from this abuse, this bullying, this abuse, whatever this is, the feelings of inferiority. It's time for you to actually stop burying them and listen to them. Face them so you can heal them. What else can the collective do to fix or heal this wound? You're being asked to step into your awakening. If you are not yet on your spiritual journey, spiritual awakening, you're being asked to start. And whatever that is for you, because spirituality is subjective. So if that's reading the Bible and talking to God more, then so be it. If that's going outside, hugging some trees and singing under the pale moonlight, so be it. If that is you meditating and listening to Andre 3000 blow his flute, so be it. Whatever it is for you, whatever this awakening is for you, you need to start your spiritual awakening, your spiritual journey. And that begins with healing. That begins with listening to your feelings, acknowledging the abuse, the feelings, the negativity that it gave you, and learning how to heal that, which you will learn during your awakening. It's time for you to search your heart. Search your heart. Search your mind for God. Okay? Which is the spiritual awakening. Okay? And this will bring you balance. Balance. This will bring you balance. This will bring you healing. This will bring you balance. Okay? I was going to ask Spirit, is there anything else that for the collective to get out of this cycle? And I just heard the song Sam's Vibe, and the part I heard was, did you smoke today? Have you yet put something on your stomach? So, what else? Have you eaten today? Have you relaxed today? If you smoke, have you had a blunt? Have you smoked to relax yourself? Have you taken time today to worry about you? Have you taken time today to love on yourself? Have you taken time today to pamper yourself? Have you taken time today to take care of yourself? Have you eaten? What have you done for yourself today? It's time for you to stop focusing so much on work, and start learning how to focus on yourself and work. It's time for you to find balance between your work and your home life, okay? You are not giving yourself enough self-care and enough self-love. And that is why you're working your ass to death. It's time to stop that. It's time to get out of that energy. What have you done for yourself today? Have you eaten today? Have you even eaten today? Go eat. The work can wait. An hour, it's not gonna hurt you to not be doing something for an hour. It's not gonna kill you to take a break for 6 hours and just sit and do nothing. Watch a TV show. Read a fucking book. Polish your fucking toenails. Polish your toenails. Trim that beard. Okay? Yeah. Speak, Spirit. Nurture. Nurture yourself. That's the only way you're going to heal this wound. By nurturing yourself. Self-love, which is part of your awakening. It's part of the spiritual journey. Learning how to love yourself. Learning how to give yourself love. Okay. I honestly don't feel like there's anything else. This is the shortest damn Therapy Thursday I've ever done, I think. There's nothing more that needs to be said. I'm hearing there's nothing more that needs to be said. It's time for you to love on you. It's time for you to stop working yourself to death and start loving yourself to death. Shit, okay? But I'm going to close it there. I declare and decree that this message found whoever it was meant for. And I will see you next week in another Thursday Therapy. Love on yourself. Go eat.